This story was sent to me by one of my subscribers, a truck driver who swears this really happened. And after hearing it, I'm not so sure he was lying. He said it happened last winter, somewhere along Highway 313 in Arizona, a long, isolated stretch that runs through desert and rocky terrain. He was doing a late-night freight delivery, and the road was dead silent. No traffic, no signs of life. Just him, his rig, and the radio. Around 2:30 a.m., he spotted something strange ahead, a figure on the roadside, waving both hands. As he got closer, he realized it was a woman, barefoot, in a torn white dress. Her face was pale, like porcelain, and her hair looked soaked, even though it hadn't rained in days. He slowed down, naturally, rolled his window down a little. She didn't speak. She didn't scream. She just pointed behind her, into the desert. He asked, "Are you okay?" No response, just that same slow pointing. Then something felt wrong. He said it was like the air around the truck shifted, grew heavy. His chest got tight, and for a split second, he looked in the rearview mirror. And that's when he saw her again. The same woman, sitting in the back of the trailer. But how? He never heard the door open, never stopped the truck fully. And she hadn't moved from the road, had she? He hit the gas and sped down the highway. For a few minutes, nothing happened. Then, the truck jerked, like something slammed against the cargo door. Bang, bang, 3 hits, then silence. When he finally reached the nearest truck stop, he pulled over and got out with a flashlight. His trailer doors were locked, same as always. But carved into the dust on the back door was a sentence, written in long scratches. "Take me back." He didn't sleep that night. Didn't make the delivery either. He said he sat in that truck stop diner until sunrise, watching the road, wondering if she'd followed him. This one was sent by a trucker who drives cross-state routes between Texas and Louisiana. He told me this is the one delivery he wishes he never made. It was around 3:45 a.m. when he was hauling refrigeration units on a foggy stretch of Route 59. Visibility was horrible. Thick white mist covered the road, and even his high beams barely cut through. But he kept moving. He had a deadline. Out of nowhere, he saw a man walking in the middle of the road. No shirt, barefoot, jeans soaked like he'd just crawled out of a river. He slammed the brakes and swerved. When he got out to check, there was no one there. He walked around the truck with a flashlight. Nothing. He looked under the trailer. Still nothing. He chalked it up to fatigue, maybe a sleep-deprived hallucination. But then, he climbed back into the cab, and the man was sitting in the passenger seat. Stone still, dripping wet, pale blue lips, and not breathing. He panicked and tried to get out, but the door wouldn't open. The locks clicked down by themselves. Then the radio started playing static. And through that static, a voice came. "You drove me into the river." He started the engine, thinking he was going crazy. He backed up, turned off the road, and drove to the nearest gas station. Didn't stop until he saw lights and other people. When he looked at the passenger seat again, the man was gone. But the leather was still soaking wet. And the seatbelt was fastened, like someone had been sitting there the whole time. The trucker told me he later found out there'd been an accident on that road 2 years ago. A driver lost control and hit a pedestrian, threw him straight into the bayou. They never recovered the body. And he ended his story by writing, "I don't know if it was me, but I'll never drive Route 59 in fog again." This story came from an old-school trucker who's been on the road since the 80s. He swears it happened, and when you hear it, you'll understand why he's never told anyone else. He was on a delivery to Utah, going through the remote desert highways just after midnight. He hadn't seen another car for almost an hour, and his fuel was dangerously low. He was starting to worry when suddenly, out of the dark, he saw an old gas station, lights on, old neon flickering, but still functional. He pulled in, parked near the pump. No one outside, so he walked into the store. It was weirdly quiet. No music, no hum from the refrigerators. The clerk, an old man, just stared at him without saying anything. He asked if they had diesel. The man nodded once, slowly, and handed him a key for the pump. As he filled up, he noticed something that didn't sit right. The gas prices were from the 1970s, like 42 cents a gallon. He laughed a little, thinking maybe it was just an old sign no one had changed. Then he looked around. No other vehicles. No phone signal. No sound. When he walked back inside to return the key, the store was pitch black. No lights, no man, no shelves, just dust, broken shelves, and spiderwebs. Like it hadn't been used in decades. He sprinted back to the truck, started it, and drove away as fast as he could. He didn't stop until the sun came up. Later, he tried to find that station on a map, asked local drivers, searched Google Earth. Nothing. When he described it to one older guy at a truck stop, the man said, "Son, that place burned down in '83. Gas leak. Killed the whole family that ran it." To this day, he says he never passed that way again. And his final line? "I got a full tank that night, but I'm not sure what I really filled up with, and I'm not sure who gave it to me."